All right, so this is a suggestion via Patreon. The name of the video is Minor Attracted Persons Want Acceptance. Okay, firstly, I look at the title and I'm confused. Are they referring to minors or maybe miners, like coal miners? Because if you're attracted to coal miners, then, you know, do your thing. Who cares, if that makes any sense, right? Or maybe they're attracted to people from the minor league baseball, maybe. Just trying to think of things that could make sense, but it just all comes back to children. I hope that's not the case, guys, because that's odd. All right, let's get it. We're here.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts
Isaiah Factor
right now.
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. Don't we find them? We find these topics for you that will blow your mind. Now,
okay.
The LGBTQ community is saying hell to the nasty no,
nasty
as
no.
much as inclusivity as they have embraced and expanded over the years. They say they will never accept adults who want to have or are attracted to children. This comes after a group known as MAPS. MAPS is looking for a home there. They want to add their letters, MAPS, M-A-P-S, to LGBTQ.
Right.
MAPS stands for Minor Attracted People. Minor Attracted, adults attracted to children.
Okay, listen. Let's start by saying that organization, all right, the group of inclusivity, right? I can tell you right now that would probably be the worst thing you could possibly ever do, is allow the group of these individuals into your ilk, guys. And I'm going to tell you why instantly. For the longest amount of time in history, people that like the same genitalia, right, they have been called all types of names regarding children, right? So if you include these individuals, right, the minute and second you do, you're going to bring in the most hate that you have ever seen in your entire life. And don't get me wrong, you guys get a lot of hate. You know that, right? So why would you want to bring this in? Hopefully this is not like a mainstream thing that people are just like, yeah, bring them in. That would be terrible. That'd be absolutely, like, it's different when adults are doing a thing. Who cares? You're adults, right? But if kids are becoming involved, that changes things fast, bro. Right? I mean, all the people, no, not all, maybe not all, but a lot of the people you have on your side right now are not going to be on your side at all if you accept adults who like children into your group, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, you're all going to be considered that instantly. Right. So before, when it was just, theories and thoughts on whatever you were doing and who you were attracted to, now it would be instantly confirmed that you like children. Yeah, that's not good. Right. Like, I don't care what you do, who you do it with, not my problem. Right. But children change things. Right. And why are they calling themselves this? I think the name that we had for them was absolutely beautiful before, right? We now know that they are this. They're all this. It doesn't matter. Don't care. You're all this, right? But all right.
We can't make it up. And if you think that's just a rebrand for a pedophile,
it is.
You're not alone. These people say they are pedophiles because they don't act on their attraction. Either way, members of the...
I would probably say most of the people who would be considered that haven't acted on it. If they've acted on it, then they'd be in jail, or the kid's father would have probably obliterated them, just to be honest, right? So let's come here for a second, right? And just fully say that most of them have not acted on it. They're probably thinking about it deeply. Maybe in their head, they're like, oh, I'd never do this. But trust me, if you give them the opportunity, I'm sorry, they're going to do it. All right. These are the type of people who are going to go to certain countries that I'm not going to name, right? And they're going to get the youngest females they can possibly can, and yeah, that's what they're going to do. That's, guys, it's so disgusting to even think about this. But yeah, these are the people who are doing these weird tourisms in a lot of countries, right? And And a lot of them are probably, I don't even know, guys. Let's go. This is kind of sickening.
The LGBTQ community say there is no way in hell they will allow them to join their ranks.
Great. Hopefully that's
Lady
the
McCowan, let's just get
consensus.
right down to it. What kind of crazy is this that we're talking about? Individuals who call themselves minor attracted persons, now they want to be included in the LGBTQ crowd. It's just mind-blowing, even to entertain it.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's just a way for them to try to take the stigma off of pedophilia.
Bro, this woman has a name, has a title called kinkologist. Oh God. Oh God. Kinkologist. Never seen this in my life.
And as a part of the LGBT community, I don't want them. My friends don't want them. Our Pride family does not want them. This is it's just a distraction. I have never heard a single queer person even consider adding this to our community. Like, this is just craziness. This is not, I don't even know. I think it was the professor that got fired from her university, right? For even writing a paper about this. What was it? I think his name, I think it's they. Their name was Alan Walker. They pretty much said that.
That's how you know it's crazy, bro. You know what's crazy? When a person that calls herself a kinkologist keeps messing up these names, bro. All right. That's how you know things have gotten a little crazy, guys. Like, again, I don't really care what you do with yourself, but when you start making me call you something else, that's a little frustrating to me, specifically if you're not presenting in that manner. I can't. It's hard. I'm going to make a mistake. If you ask me to, be like, hey, don't call me this, please call me this, right? I have a couple of cousins, right, that are like this, right? No problem. Do your thing. Again, I don't really care what you're doing with yourself, but understand from the outside looking in, right? There are a lot of these pronoun things, guys. There's a whole lot of them. They're hard to remember. I'm sorry. I did not know that you wanted to be called something other than what you appear, right? But all right. No offense, obviously. Let's get it. But even she's messing up.
Pretty much said that minor attracted persons should take the place of the word pedophilia. And honestly, it's kind of crazy. As a queer person myself, with kids who are queer as well, we don't want them. We don't want them. It's we don't want the stigma taken off.
There is one line in this country that no one will cross, and that is that line.
Yes, exactly.
At least we have that. You know what I mean?
Now, this is, unfortunately, this is a...
There's one line out of all the other lines that have been, because basically what he's saying in his head, he's melting down, trust me. He's like, there's only one line that's left that we will never cross, and it is that one. This man is unique.
Have that. You know what I mean?
Now, this is, unfortunately, this is a religious standpoint as well. So there are a lot of... let's just be honest, Christian hate groups that make all of these pamphlets saying that all of these gay people are trying to add the pedophiles to the gay community. We are not. I've been part of Pride. I am a queer person. I'm pansexual and non-binary. So therefore, we don't want them. So this idea and this topic that keeps coming up in all these religious and like red communities, right? We don't want them. We don't know even where that came from. And it's kind of,
Lady McCowan, who don't quite understand minor attracted persons, break that down. Give us clearly what you know this to be.
Okay, so it's basically pedophiles that want the stigma of taken off of them so that they can be called minor attracted persons. It's just a way for them to try to make it seem less scary and like innocuous, right? They want to sound like they're not threatening. I'm sorry, but you're a pedophile. If you're a pedophile, I want you stigmatized. I want to know who you are.
Keep in mind, when every time they're saying this word, I think that for the most part it's probably encompassing both of the files, right? If it's ped, okay, or if it's heb, right? I think this is probably encompassing both of these, guys. Meaning, obviously, ped, referring to like super, super young, and heb, meaning like 12 to like 18, right? I'm sure they're talking about both of these things, guys. But all right.
I want to know where you are. I don't care if you want to call yourself a map. That's ridiculous. As a queer person,
nonsense.
We want no part of you. So that whole thought process is mind-blowing to me. I understand the psychology behind. I understand it. I've read up on it, like all of that stuff.
I'm sorry, I haven't read nothing. I hear it and I'm just like, blah. I don't. And both of the files, guys. Trust me, both of them. I look at you and I'm just like, you're weird, bro. You're weird. You're weird.
Stuff. I get it, because there are a lot of who are in therapy and are trying to like help themselves so that they don't become monsters. I appreciate that. If you are attracted to minors, go get therapy, go get help, okay? But don't pull this crap where you want to act like you want to join the queer community because we don't want you.
Yeah, that's like trying to put lipstick on a pig.
Exactly.
Is anyone out there, anywhere,
right,
even entertaining this ridiculous idea?
Absolutely not, because we have talked.
You don't know everybody. I'm sure there are some people who are just like, you know what? Okay, they can't help it. Trust me, 100%. There's somebody in the background screaming this loudly. So you can't say everyone. Maybe the people who she's around very specifically, that could be it.
Talked about this before, because
but also keep in mind, I don't think that this is something that the majority of people who even are part of this community, guys. I don't think that they're going to support this anyway. Just, again, people generally love children. We protect our children, right?
Reason, like I said, especially during Pride Month, right? There's so many of these flyers or so many of these pamphlets that, like I said, the religious zealots will put out about how pedophiles are in the gay community. There's more pedophiles in the Catholic Church than there are in the gay community. Like, get your facts straight. This is one of those things.
That's a jab.
Things where they're just trying to scare people. And I've told you this a million times. Morality is all subjective, okay? Mm-hmm. So your morality may be different from my morality, right, but we both don't like pedophiles. Right. So regardless, like you said, that is a line where we stop. Like, we don't care what consenting adults do. Consenting adults. Now, when you bring in a child, anyone under the age of 18, I don't care. I know it's a different word.
Yeah, it's Heb.
It starts with, I think it's him or something.
It's Heb.
But you're me, okay? Don't go after children. I don't care. Like,
there's no way to dress that up. There's no way to dress.
Right. Here's the thing. They're both absolutely trash, right? The whole concept of this here. You are a grown adult attempting to do something absolutely heinous to a kid, bro. Someone under the age of 18. We get that here. Either you are a ped or a heb. It doesn't even matter, guys, right? And the reason why I know these terms, by the way, is because I've traveled the world and I understand that in certain cultures, many other cultures outside the West, hebes are basically accepted. That's just the culture. It's a cultural norm, right? Like once the girl experiences, her first couple of steps into puberty, she's available, if that makes any sense, in many other cultures, right? And so that's where I think there are some people who are probably minor attracted persons, right, who are traveling to these countries that are extremely generally impoverished, with their, I don't know, from America, $70,000 a year salary, right? They're coming from the United States of America, or from the UK, and going there where their money stretches a whole lot more, and basically doing, tourism in these places, right? That's what they're doing. A lot of people are doing that. If you go there, you'll instantly be like, bro, you're from Ohio? Oh, okay. All right. Like, I've been around the world for almost exclusively for photography purposes, right? So, if I'm on location, right, and I'm seeing all these random Westerners, and I'm just like, and I mean a lot. There are a lot. I think that, to be honest, there are a lot more hebes than peds, The Peds, I get it. They're probably not going to do anything. I don't think that there's the majority of them are going to do something crazy. These are all probably thought crimes, right? But still, I don't really want you around my kids or any of my family. Forget about all of that. Go somewhere different, right? But I think the people that are actually acting on it are Hebes. This is why the word is extremely important. Because if you're just going to kind of constantly go against the Peds, and not the Hebes, bro, go after the Hebes. All right? Seriously. The Hebes are the ones that are doing it. The Peds, maybe not so much. But the Hebes. All right? Those are the problems, bro.
Press it out.
Dude, there is no way. There's absolutely no way. And all this talk about how the gays are trying to accept no, we're not. We don't want
I doubt that. I doubt that, bro.
Therapy.
No one.
Don't try to join our community.
No one is going to chase them, bro.
That's where
There
it is.
you go. Lady McAllen, always good to see you here on The Factor Uncensored.
Well.
We appreciate your time.
All
As
right.
I always say, we cannot make this stuff up.
Right. All right, bro. I mean, listen. As overall like talking point, this is a really good conversation starter because we can actually kind of get into the crux of things. There are a lot of issues with these individuals, and I definitely honestly hope that they are accepted nowhere. But again, I just want to drill this home. If you guys, if the world strongly detests the Peds, you have to, and I mean have to, start mentioning the Hebes, bro. All right, please mention these people. The ones who chased that age bracket are the problem. Like I would say these are the worst people on the planet. All right. Think about the amount of times you hear a girl speak of her boyfriend is in college, right? And she's in like high school. She never met the guy. She met the guy after, obviously, while he's not even in school. They never met. But for somehow this random Hebe that is like 22, 23 years old is somehow dating someone's daughter. And if you hear the stories listen to how women speak about like some of their first encounters, you're going to start to realize that the guys who they had these encounters with are Hebes, bro. Right? And I mean this thoroughly, guys. We need to pack all these Hebes up, bro. All right? This is a problem. But all right, listen. Bro, just let me know what you guys think in the comments, guys. I definitely don't think that they're going to be chasing, they're going to be able to court any type of organization to bring them into the fold. I definitely do not believe that that's a thing. I don't believe it. Never. No one is going to ever accept them, guys. No one. So if this subsection of society that is trying to involve themselves in this, guys, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. I'm kind of stressed by this now. I'm absolutely stressed by the entire video that we just encountered, guys. Just protect the kids, guys, all right?